Military medics. What's the most unusual injury you've treated under fire? Kandahar Province, 2012. I was a Navy corpsman attached to a Marine unit. We'd been on patrol for 16 hours when we took fire from a compound about 200 meters away. Standard firefight at first. Marines returning fire, establishing positions. I was checking my gear, ready for the inevitable casualties. That's when Private Rodriguez came running to me in a panic. Not wounded, but clearly in distress. "Doc, something's wrong with my eye." I pulled him behind cover thinking shrapnel or debris. Instead, I found a scorpion, an actual scorpion. Somehow, it had fallen from somewhere above us and landed directly in his eye socket, between his eyeball and eyelid. Its tail was whipping around, trying to sting him. Rodriguez was going into shock, hyperventilating. "Get it out, Doc! Get it out! We're still taking fire." Rounds cracking overhead, Marines shouting for suppression, and I'm staring at a scorpion playing peekaboo with this kid's eyeball. Field manual doesn't cover this. They teach you gunshots, burns, amputations, not arachnid extraction during combat. I had to make a decision fast. Rodriguez was in danger of both venom and self-injury if he panicked further. I opened my med kit, grabbed my tweezers and a dose of ketamine. Gave him just enough to calm him down, but keep him conscious. "Hold absolutely still," I told him. "Blink, and you might lose that eye." With one hand bracing his head against the wall, I used the tweezers to carefully grip the scorpion's body. Pulled slowly, praying it wouldn't sting as a last act of defiance. The creature's legs were gripping the moist surface of his eyeball, not wanting to let go. After what felt like hours, but was probably 10 seconds, it released. I flung it away and immediately flushed his eye with saline. That's when a bullet hit the wall 6 inches from my head, reminding me we were still in a firefight. Miraculously, no sting. Rodriguez's eye was irritated but intact. I bandaged it and told him to keep it closed until we got back to base. As I turned to move to the next position, I heard our staff sergeant yell, "Corpsman up!" Johnson's hit. I grabbed my kit and ran through the gunfire to find Johnson. Bullet wound to the shoulder. Nothing too serious. As I'm patching him up, he looks at me and says, "Hey Doc, is that a scorpion in your hair?" Sure enough, the damn thing had landed on my helmet and crawled down into my hair during all the chaos. I shook it off, stomped it flat, and went back to treating Johnson. Rodriguez kept the eye patch I gave him as a souvenir. Started calling himself Snake Plissken. Even had it framed in his house after discharge. 3 years later, at a unit reunion, he introduced me to his girlfriend as the doc who saved my eye from a scorpion while getting shot at by the Taliban. She thought he was making it up until 5 other Marines confirmed the story. I've treated gunshot wounds, blast injuries, even a guy who had his testicle bitten by a camel. But the scorpion incident remains the weirdest combat medical situation I've ever handled. The official report just says foreign object in eye, because nobody at battalion believed the scorpion story until the unit commander backed it up. Field medicine isn't just about bullets and bombs. Sometimes it's the small things that try to kill you, and sometimes, in the middle of battle, nature decides to add its own chaos to the mix. Rodriguez still has perfect vision, but to this day, he sleeps with his face covered and checks his helmet every time he puts it on. When people ask me what being a combat medic is like, I tell them it's 99% boredom, 1% terror, and occasionally having to perform scorpion removal while people shoot at you. Not exactly what they teach at medical school.